Hey there, everybody. This is Magnum Pi. I'm here with Teku, Golgotha, Vahilo, and Dark Templar. We are Initiative Zero. We're so glad that you could join us again for Rifts, the Devouring Swarm. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. Put some comments down below. Tell us what you think. And, join us on social media. We'd love to have the conversation with you and keep gaming alive, right? Teku, Golgi, Vahilo, DT, how you doing?
Distressed.
I'm feeling great.
I mean, we're fine in this exact instant.
Yes. Oh, yes.
We start actually doing anything.
Golga the person's wonderful. Luke is conflicted. Well, actually, he's not conflicted. He's it's gonna be fun.
I got a quick question for the forum here, the Discord forum here. You can feel free to answer this.
Oh, Jesus.
How awesome on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being high, 1 being the lowest, was Shaggy's song Wasn't Me back in 2000? Like, it might have been annoying to you, but think about how awesome was that actual song? Because that might come up somewhere in this particular episode. So I'm just curious if I start singing it randomly as my character, just throwing it there. But it was a pretty awesome song, all things considered.
Yeah.
Shaggy was hot.
So when we left the last episode, Senate had inadvertently signaled Portland.
No, he did not.
Inadvertently.
Don't do this up like he was involved.
Well, he didn't do it on purpose. He did it inadvertently.
Matter, guess, interpretation.
Now Portland, I believe, was going to, cast some sort of sticky thing, but apparently he decided to use the cannonball again. What's the name of the spell?
To choose violence.
Throwing stones.
Yeah, throwing stones. And you know what they say, those in glass houses should not throw stones, and yet Portland just throws caution to the wind. And, he's got a few screws loose now. So that's what happened last time. They were at Lord Frommaline's house, knock on the door, met the butler. They were about to go inside, Sir Luke and Senate. And Senate turned around and looked out, raised his hand to tell everybody to hold back, but Portland took that as go time.
Yes. Yeah.
So a massacred butler and smashed coffee table and hole through the hardwood floor of Mez Frommaline's abode later, and a large roar comes up from deep in the house. And that's where we rejoin our friends. Sly, who is outside, his sixth sense triggered when the stone was being formed. He dodges to the side to prevent himself from getting hit. Rasputin shouts out, "What the hell?" James T goes, "Yes!" Cade's like, "What's going on?" And Gotrek?
Starting to run inside as well.
Okay, you make your way in.
Towards the door.
And do I hear all these yellings that happen? Just curious.
You can hear the bellow from inside the house. You can hear the exasperations of your teammates.
Right. And as they're all exasperated, I'm going to yell out, "I'm so conflicted!" And then...
Okay. Sir Luke, what are you doing?
I'm turning on my armor because things are going to be ugly, I think. So I'm going to do that first.
Talk it through with him. I think you got this.
Do you think you can rip a tree out of the ground?
We need to get out. We need to get out. We need to leave.
That's funny because that's what I'd be saying, whereas I feel like you'd be more with your emphasis on appearances. It's in my hair. It's in my hair.
This is true. This is true. Yes. You do now have a problem.
It's like there's something about Mary, but backward, really visceral.
Wow. You went there, did you?
Look at the early 2000s reference.
Yes. Yeah. We need room. We need room if this is going to go badly. So I'm
already walking out of the house saying, I just wanted to get thrown out a window. That's what I was going for. We couldn't stay outside. We had to go inside. And then Rocks McGee up there. All right.
As I come out, I'm like, for Christ's sakes, Portland!
And as you guys exit the house, you see a dwarf charging toward the house, fully armored, carrying a plasma ejector.
I'm not waving. I'm not even waving. I'm just like, nope, get back into cover, because here we go. I'm not waving ever again.
Things did not go as well.
Do I see them all running out?
They're moving out of the house, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop and try and figure out what's going on. I figure they're all gonna run past me, and then my little legs will try and keep up.
I really thought he was doing like one of them was going to stiff arm you and be like, just stop there, little man.
Yeah.
Go backwards.
Back into cover. This is not
as
where
I'm
we
walking,
parked our car.
I'm just shaking my head. No, just there's nothing that good that goes back there.
They went by the wayside. It's plan A.
I feel like Gottrich also got the same signal I did. If he's rushing, throwing it out there, guys. Just throwing it out.
No,
he
I
was
started
rushing
to run
because of
in
the-
at the scream and the noise.
Yeah, he was rushing
Thinking
at
my
the
friends were
vaporized
in
butler.
danger.
Ah, I see.
He sat down at the, hey, you should cool it for a second gesture.
Oh, I'm going to put my armor on as well.
Okay, you cast your Armor of Ithan. Rasputin will ready his rifle, pointing it at the door. Sly will move further. Actually, he'll resume his position by the door. Looking a little bit nervous, but...
I did. Oh, no, get out of there.
Oh, not good for him.
100?
Not
Get
good
out
for
of
him.
there.
100? Oh,
Get out of there. Why are you there?
What the fuck?
I think that means that somebody has a heart attack, isn't it?
Something like that. He's
Wait, no, this is a game where you want low rolls. So whatever that is.
That's a skill
that'll
check
never
for
work.
Prowl, and he failed. But he doesn't know he
Oh.
failed. He kind of puts his back up against the side of the wall again, wait with his knife in hand. Remember, his plan was that he was going to jump Mez if he came out, right? That was the plan. James T's head is poking up out of the bushes with the biggest grin on his face. Cade levels his rifle at a distance again, pointing it in the same direction. And yeah, Sir Luke, Senate.
Okay,
Go ahead.
I'm doing 2 psi swords.
Okay, you activate one, then you'll have to activate the other. So one action is activating one. Cool, Senate.
I will pull my C12. I assume that Danger Sense is now like totally online.
Oh yeah, it's on.
Yeah. So I'm going to pull my C12 and say to Sly, no, get out of there now. That's not... The plan's gone.
There's no plan.
The
It's
plan
all
is
chaos.
gone. Get out of there.
All right. You can hear lumbering coming from inside. And Rasputin will take aim. Cade will take aim. Gottrick.
Well, I'm just going to run back to my rock, and then when I get to my rock, I'll pull out my plasma ejector again.
All right. So your stumpy little legs move you to the rock, and yeah,
How fast am I moving again?
not fast.
Not nearly as fast as
You're
Lex.
nowhere near as fast as Lex. I think your speed.
75 feet per round.
I'm sorry, 75 feet per round?
What's your speed?
Well, that's my run for my movement.
I know, but what's your
Yeah,
actual
yours
speed
is
attribute? 5.
5.
Oh my god.
That's
You
why
must
he
have
took
been
the
running
motorcycle.
Yeah.
I'm 3'11" and 175 pounds. Fuck off with all this running fast.
Oh my god.
All right. There you are. And I think we can roll some initiative.
Look at you guys in your early rolls.
How do you do that?
1d20. What?
Look at that. It doesn't make any sense at all.
Oh, 1d120
Oh,
plus 8.
I think I need to re-roll those.
He's fucking
yeah,
fast.
possibly.
He's rolling
Yeah.
1d20 for
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, what was
We're
that?
basically
Very,
stuck, basically.
very fast.
Yeah.
It's like Grease Lightning.
18.
How many
Cool.
rolls you getting?
That's for Sly and Rasputin. And now for Cade.
Well, I may not have clicked on my token. Although it doesn't seem to matter.
And James T. All right. Well, there we go.
You know that meme that the two Nazis and one says, "Are we the baddies?"
Oh my god.
Are you saying you're a Nazi?
No, I'm saying that I think we
I
might.
knew there was no
And Sir
upside to
Luke is a
this.
Nazi.
We were the evil stew all along.
Oh, we were the evil stew.
Godric wasn't around for the evil stew. He's one of the good guys.
There he is. Lucky
Indeed
for
he
you,
is.
he's coming in last, or close to. Senate, you're up first.
It's like Doc Ock and Doctor Doom got together and just created some sort of a war crime.
Yep.
Anyway. He's not visible yet, right?
No, he's coming, though. You can hear him. And he's yelling.
Alright, well, I will take aim at the doorway and say, this is what it looks like, but for the wrong reasons.
You yell that?
We want to talk.
Okay.
What am I look like?
All right. Sir Luke.
Okay, I'm going to make the other side sword appear.
Okay, about how far from the doorway are you?
I'm probably near where the rock is.
Yeah, I figure we took
Okay.
cover with where Godrich was.
Yeah, and I'd say that the rock
I don't
is
know if
probably
was the rock
about...
that big.
No, the rock
Just
is...
be near the rock, though.
The rock
It's
is
a good
big
rally
enough
point.
to hide a 3 foot tall, or 3.5 or 4 foot tall person, but not big enough to hide Sir Luke, nor Senate. And I'd say it's probably about 30 to 40 feet away from the door, kind of off to one side. Again, the front entrance, there's like the pillars, right? It's a very ornate brick mansion, right? So it's yeah. Rasputin will take aim. Portland, what are you doing?
I am going to ready my sticky spell when he comes out.
Okay. Are you doing anything this action? Because it just takes an action to do it. So you get no bonus for readying it or anything like that. So
Oh, okay, then I will have my newfound gun at the ready. Then I'll position it so.
all right.
And start putting my magic into it, I guess.
You could charge. Yeah, you could charge the gun if you want to do that this turn. 7 PPE you need to put into it.
Done.
Cool. All right. And James T. His head pokes up out of the bushes again. This is so good, he says. You can get him, guys! And then he sticks his head back into the bush. Sly is going to... he'll back kind of away from the porch, but stay in the bushes near the porch with his vibroblade out. Cade still takes aim, and Lord Frommalaine pushes the doors apart and steps out onto the porch, looking around, and the bionic eye, the red bionic eye, dilates when he sees you, Sir Luke, standing there with your 2 vibroblades and Senate with your gun out, and he says, "You came back. Why are you here? And why have you attacked my house?"
There was a misunderstanding. We didn't mean to attack.
"You killed my butler. Kind of vile creatures are you?" And his tentacles spring out. Godric, anything?
No, I'm still hiding behind this rock.
That's right. Did you want to do anything?
Well, turned and aiming.
Okay, so,
No, I'm gonna let these guys do the shooting.
so you're
At least
aiming?
to start.
Or, sorry, you said you're aiming?
Yeah. I don't want to be the one who shoots first.
Okay, so your plasma
All over
ejector.
it, buddy. All over
If I don't have to be involved, I don't want to be involved.
Okay, plasma
I just want to
ejector.
make sure that innocent people don't die.
Plasma ejector pointed over the rock. You're looking down the sights, pointing it at Lord Frommalaine. Senate, you're on.
And I'll say, Frommalaine, you were rounding up psychics. I am a psychic. Is this about the visions?
Okay. Any action as you say that?
I don't see how any action will really help this aside from, oh, wait a minute. Let's try phantom thought, and I will try and implant the idea of talking over violence.
All right.
Talking good, violence bad. So it's save for him -2.
-2. He does not save.
Good.
Oh,
Sir Luke.
I'm going to I'm keeping my swords in a way that doesn't look as least threatening as possible.
So pointed at the ground.
Yeah,
Okay.
Put them behind your back.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Do you want to do anything?
I said, we want to talk. There's been a terrible misunderstanding.
Rasputin maintains his aim. He's shifting to an aimed called shot targeting Mez's head. Portland.
Have I seen another signal?
The only signal that you have seen is Sir Luke pointing his swords pointed down, right?
Okay.
And you can hear everything. You can hear everything that they're saying, right?
Okay,
So you're
so
not stupid. They're saying we don't want to fight. So
Sure. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it. I'll make a called shot to
what?
at the body.
Okay, but you don't call a shot to the body. That's just the general assumed shot. So
Oh, wait, sorry.
so you're just taking aim, or
Yep, take an
Okay.
aim.
cool. So you level your rifle and aim.
Yeah.
All right, James T. remaining in the bush. Sly standing just to the side of Frommalaine with his blade out. He kind of licks his lips and steels himself. Cade continues to aim. Frommalaine. So your thought pops into his head, which is it's better to talk than act with violence or something like that.
Yeah, talking over violence. Nothing complicated, nothing that's
Yeah.
gonna... Yeah.
Yeah. And he stops for a moment and
Don't do it.
looks over his shoulder at the butler.
Yep, he's doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do it, Anakin.
And he looks
We got
back
the high
while
ground.
he looks back while one of the tentacles points toward the butler, and the other tentacles have the vibroblades coming out of the ends of the clawed hands. He says, "Who killed him? I won't harm any of you, but who killed him?"
As the briefest of asides, how evil is it to say James and then telekinetically throw James at him?
Wow.
I know it's not at all in keeping with the character,
Oh no!
but it would
Oh,
solve
no.
so many
Oh,
problems.
it would solve so many problems. Oh,
So many problems.
God damn it!
It was Teiku, it was
But
my
you know
turn.
who does lie
I-
compulsively?
I was thinking of standing up and just saying, it was James. James did it.
Oh my god.
No. Do you know who's the compulsive liar here?
Yeah.
Two thumbs?
Gotrick, what are you doing, man?
Well, I was going to stand up and just kind of like not point my gun at him anymore. But I don't want him to think me standing up from behind this rock is an admission of guilt for killing the butler.
Well, he won't notice you
Um,
standing anyway because the rock will still be in the way.
Okay, thanks. Um,
Oh, ouch. Damn. That was
so I'm just gonna like pull my head back from like staring down the sights of my gun and just look at the ground and shake my head
All right.
because I'm assuming that based on where it came from, I know who it was.
Well, he was invisible when he did it. You just know the kind of general direction. It came from behind you. That's all.
But I could see the rest of the party, right?
Well, were you focused forward or were you looking back? Because,
Well, I was looking at the door,
yeah,
but
so,
was there anybody else in the party behind me?
yeah, Portland was behind you. Yeah, he was in a tree behind you.
Yeah, so if Portland's the only one that was behind me,
Well,
then
so, sorry, also
I
Cade is
I'm
behind
gonna
you,
assume that
and
it was Portland.
Cade and Rasputin are also behind you. James T hiding in the bushes. So,
I don't know, Cade wouldn't do that instead.
yeah, you know Cade better than that. But these Psy Stalkers, you never know. But it sounded like a cannonball, right? And you heard mumbling before that. So,
I would assume Portland, but
yeah, then that's cool.
I would just kind of look down and shake my head at the ground and
All right.
yeah.
Senate, back to the top.
Okay. And again, doing my best to try and smooth this over as best as possible. We're sorry about your butler. It was a genuine misunderstanding.
All right.
We're here to try and fill in some gaps as to these visions.
Okay. And do you want to do anything as you're saying that? Approach.
Oh, there's
not approach. No, I'm just.
No, that
hey,
sounds like a terrible plan.
I'm just asking questions.
I mean,
Do you put your
I've already
hands
stated
up
what
instead of holding your gun in a threatening manner?
I will lower the barrel of my gun,
Okay.
even though I very much want to telekinetically yeet a half robot man.
Okay.
That would solve so many problems. Anyway, yeah, no, we'll go for convincing.
All right. Sir Luke.
Oh,
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh,
yeah, no,
wait,
never mind.
wait.
I passed. We don't want to.
No. Go ahead.
I mean, I
What?
could go for empathic transmission and try and go for trust.
Yes.
I think
I think that
Golgi
ship
agrees.
I think that ship has largely sailed, but
Well, you can do it if you want.
I give it a shot.
Yeah. Give it a shot.
Let's see. Things that go against deep-seated fears, morals, or ideals provide an additional saving throw against the suggested action with a bonus of +3 to save.
Okay, I'm going to say +3 to save because his dead butler is right there.
I was really hoping he didn't care for the butler. That would have been the big saving grace here.
Okay,
Yeah,
all
okay,
right.
so that's 6 ISP, which puts us there.
And this is just accentuating the words that you used already. Right?
Yes. Of
And you're going
please, no violence.
And you're going for trust.
Yep.
Oh,
That's a big one.
Yeah, he saved, even without the +3.
Yeah.
So you don't stir any emotion in him. Sir Luke.
So I'm going to say, look, again, we just want to talk. As I do that, I'm going to raise my hands and I'm going to make the swords disappear.
Okay.
Don't make the sword.
Okay. So the swords have vanished as you put your
because I can
hands
bring
in
them
the
back
air.
if I need to. I could bring them back if I need to.
As you put your hands in the air, Rasputin maintaining a sight on this guy's head. Portland, you compulsive liar, you.
Me, compulsive liar, me. So as he's saying that, I'm gonna say it wasn't me.
Oh, there it is.
So
Low-hanging fruit, but we got the shaggy guys.
from the tree, it wasn't me.
Invisibly.
Invisibly.
So,
And Frommalaine will look in your direction. James T. staying quiet in the bush now. Sly stepping back from the large, bulbous, tentacled dude. Cade maintaining his trained shot. Lord Frommalaine peering at the tree, his bionic eye opening and closing. I see you, magician. Come down from there.
Sure.
And he says that, and he looks over. He hears the snapping of Sly stepping away. We'll say that 100 is still in effect, and his head quickly turns and looks at Sly, who's backing away holding a vibroblade. Gotrek,
Like, do I see Portland starting to move towards him?
are you coming down out of the tree,
Or at
Portland?
least coming out of the tree.
Did you turn off your invisibility?
No.
Okay, so then no, you do not see. You do see the tree kind of swaying, and you can hear snapping of twigs and things like that.
You heard him say, okay.
Yeah, you heard that as well. You've seen tufts of snow falling off the tree as he...
Okay, so I'm going to kind of lower my gun and just kind of step out from behind the stone.
Okay.
And I mean, it kind of goes in line with what I've seen from Sir Luke and Rasputin, kind of the lowering of arms.
All right. Frommalaine sees you step out, says, the operator. You're with them. Senate?
And I'll start to try and steer the conversation back to the visions and say, I'm sure your psychics have mentioned some of the troubling things they've seen. If it's anything like what I've seen, I mean, I don't know how strong their psychic connection is, but it's worth being worried over. Have you spoken to the psychics?
Sir Luke?
So I'm just going to describe the vision that I had.
Yeah,
Because I'm not as powerful as psychic, but this is what I found. So.
Yeah, you just had that sense of foreboding and that something bad was going to happen.
Yeah.
Rasputin maintains his sights trained. Portland. Coming down out of the tree.
Out of the tree.
Okay, so you more just kind of drop down then, if you do it in a round.
Mm-hmm.
Or a turn, I mean.
Yep.
Okay. Action.
Yep.
Okay. What do you do then?
I'm just going to stand there.
Okay, at the base of the tree.
Usually come out of the tree, so I'm get out of the tree.
Okay. No actions on your turn?
No.
Okay. James T will stay in the bush as still as possible. Sly is kind of stopping in his tracks when Frommalaine looks over at him. Cade maintaining his sights. And he says that to Gotrek. Frommalaine does. You say your piece there, Sir Luke and Senate. And a mechanical arm springs out at Sly. And Sly will try to dodge out of the way.
You attacked him?
And he grabs onto Sly and lifts him off the ground. Sly basically clinging to the metallic tentacle with his hands, trying to kind of pry the claw off of his chest and such. And
Go time.
yeah, he brings him close and says, "Well, Psystalker, who did this?" And he motions to the damage done to the house and the dead butler. Gotrek.
So I just want to kind of shout across the area to Frommalaine. I'm not with them. I just heard that you were going after psychics. I'm just here to keep the peace.
And he'll quip back, "I keep the peace." Senate.
Well, that's not what I heard from Cade.
And I'll raise my rifle again and say, let the Psystalker go. And I'll start to take aim at Frommalaine's head.
Sir Luke.
So I'm going to say, look, let's just talk. Let's be reasonable. We don't need to resort to any more violence. Too much has happened today.
Rasputin shouts out, "Now, Sly!" and will fire at Frommalaine's head.
There we go.
Yes. My
Nice,
connect?
Jeb.
My connect?
Nice to see you sail away.
And miss.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
The blast goes over
There's a reason why
Frommalaine's
we
head.
kept that. There's a
Yeah.
reason why you kept that initiative order up.
And Portland.
Yeah.
Stick him.
Okay.
As soon as that's my signal. Like,
That's
signal.
that's the signal.
That's
That's
my
the signal.
I'm doing it. All right. He has a save against me, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah, he'll get a save. You spend the.
Yeah, I'll spend it.
He does not save. He is stuck to the ground.
Sweet. Well, even if he did save, he's still stuck to the ground. He's just stuck to
That's
for
right.
less time. So he is stuck to the ground for 10 rounds per level. The spell level is 4, so he's there for 40 rounds.
Yeah. That's a
He's
long
there for a
time.
while.
Yeah.
All right, let's start shooting, guys.
All right. And that brings us to James T, who is just in the bushes. Sly will stab at him. He'll lunge out with his, as he's dangling there from the thing, he'll lunge out with the vibroblade, although I'm going to basically give him no bonus. Just because he's kind of, but it doesn't really matter
Oh my god.
because he
Oh my
rolled
God.
a natural 20, which means
Yeah, it's awesome. I'm so happy. I'm more happy than James is.
he sinks it. he catches just kind of the area. Actually, he's got a spindly arm. I'll get a better picture of. There he is.
Oh, don't make it bigger. It's only worse when it's bigger.
True, but this is for the viewers so they understand. Mez has these little spindly arms, and so we will say that that Sly stuck his vibro blade into his arm. It didn't cut the arm off. It just stuck in like a knife would normally stick into somebody's arm, which indicates to you something about the nature of this creature. But and Mez lets out a howl as the blade sinks in, and yeah, that brings us to Cade, who will shoot now in as the game is now on. Oh, we should -4 that. That's still a 16. He does hit Mez in the head with his blast. And there we go. And that brings us to Lord Frommalaine, who is going to throw Sly. And he's going to throw Sly. Who's there? At Senate, who leveled his weapon. Incoming Sly.
That is so much.
Would you like to
Okay.
dodge?
I'll try, I guess. I can't really parry the slide.
No, you can't parry a body. No.
No. Okay. I do have a bonus from Sixth Sense still up. So it's a +3 to dodge. Get out of here with that.
Wow.
I'm gonna catch him. I'm gonna catch him and gingerly put him on the ground, patting
No.
him on the head, and be like, "You're safe
That's
now."
insane.
No, you definitely sidestep that, and he will take 18 SDC. But he's in his mega damage armor, so he hits the ground and just drags. He'll probably take like 1 point of impact damage or something like that. But hits the ground, just slides along the ground there as you get out of the way. And that brings us to Gotrek.
Keep my gun pointed on Mez, or Lord Frommalaine, whatever we're calling him these days.
Yep.
And just kind of say, like, what are you guys doing? We said we were just going to talk and figure out what's going on.
Okay. Senate, this is your last attack.
So I will again continue making an aimed called shot and just shout, just stop. We don't need to resolve this with violence.
All right.
At kind of everyone in the scene.
So you take a aim called shot. Cool. And that brings us to
Me.
Yep.
So I'm gonna, echo what Senate says. I mean, everybody just, settle down.
Don't you have Cybernite powers or something?
Well, not until I start engaging with fighting.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, you're echoing what Senate said, or you're echoing what Gotrek said?
Well, both, basically.
Yeah, no, you're like second step echoing right now.
Yeah. So I want to give credit to Gotrek. I do.
Yeah, I don't
Okay,
want
Gotrek.
Thank you.
Yes, the
Maybe
Gotrek.
because I'm so short, the sound waves didn't make it up to your ears. I don't know.
I can't hear you. I need you to speak taller.
all right.
Stand on a ladder, Gotrek.
Rasputin will fire again at Frommalaine. Will hit.
I guess we're doing this anyways.
All right. And Portland.
So I still see the blasting happening
Yeah.
then. And did I hear through all that blasting from these guys? No. I'm just curious. Did I actually hear?
You've heard everything that they've been shouting out.
Okay, so I am not going to attack yet, but I'm going to make another aim shot.
Cool. Sly will get to his feet. And Frommalaine will lash out with tentacles, but everybody is now out of reach of him. And you can see that his skin is getting flushed, and he's very angry. Yeah. Cade will take aim. And Gotrek.
So as Frommalaine kind of pauses for a second, I just want to kind of yell again at him and just say, were you going after psychics? What was happening?
All right. So you continue to be interrogative. Sir Luke, last attack.
Well, I'm going to, bring out one of my cyber swords.
Okay, your side
My
sword. Yeah, cool. And Rasputin will take aim. Sly will step just to the edge of his reach and taunt him. And Lord Frommalaine will lash out again. The whole time he says, I did nothing to you. Nothing. He did nothing to you. You despicable creatures. Right? And he's like, I can't be held forever. I will find you, and I will bring you to justice. You'll pay for this. And so on and so forth. That comes to the end of the round as his tentacles lash out and the like. And new initiative, please.
I didn't think it would be possible to have an initiative lower than 4.99.
Yeah, you're getting
But
down there.
alas. Well, I have a -1 on my initiative rolls. So
I have a
Probably because
4.
I'm short. Probably because I'm short and fat.
Oh, that's a shitty roll for me.
Still better than mine.
Likewise.
All right. Well, Frommaline's going first this time, and he spews more threats. Your magic won't last forever. Once I'm unstuck, I'll find you. I'll remember all of you, especially you. And he points one of his spindly hand at Gotrek.
That's just rude, if nothing else.
Of course, nobody forgets me. My sparkling personality.
And James T, he can't help but laugh. He just can't contain himself. And he spills out from the bushes and just says, "This is too good.
Oh, don't.
Oh, fuck.
You had one
Mez!
job.
Mez! They gotcha.
I'm gonna
Oh,
let you
they
get that.
gotcha." And he's just picking himself up off the ground there. And he has got the biggest smile on his face. And Sly is, again, just outside of reach, holding his blade there. Senate.
And I'm gonna continue shouting. Stop shooting. And then I'm gonna try to stun him with biomanipulation.
Okay.
That's not shooting. That's different.
All right. Has he had any penalty or bonuses to his save from that?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
Nope.
No save. He's stunned.
Good.
What's that do?
It disorients and confuses the victims. They forfeit 1 attack per melee. The spade is cut in half, and the character is -4 to strike, parry, dodge, disarm, and all combat moves.
All right. He loses his next attack. Is that penalties? And yeah. Sir Luke.
Well, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to bring out the other Psy sword, so I'll be paired if I need to.
All right. Rasputin maintains aim. Portland.
I feel like I'm going to yell out even louder this time. I'm so conflicted, people. Some of you are shooting, some of you are bitching. What is going on here? Do you want me to kill this guy or not?
Jeez.
He's making threats on all of us. We're totally cool with that. Is this what I'm hearing?
Cade will maintain Frommalaine in his sights. Gotrek.
I want to yell, just shut up, Portland.
Okay. You want to do anything?
I want to start walking actually closer to where Frommalaine is.
Okay. You can walk up beside Sly, who's standing just at the edge of his reach. And that's where probably Sir Luke is also located. Probably also Senate, who is nearby him. Lord Frommalaine lost an attack. James T clinks over to where you are all kind of lined up just out of reach. Sly licking his lips. I can almost taste it, he says. Senate.
And I'll look at Sly and say, well, keep almost tasting it, but keep it in your pants for now. Frommalaine, this wasn't our intention. We're here to make sure the psychics are safe. Because we heard you were rounding them up. And our experiences with you are a little varied, let's say.
All right, do you do anything?
Well, I'm not going to get much more out of that in 6 seconds, so I figure
No, that's why
probably...
while you're talking though, are you doing
No.
Okay. Cool.
I mean, gun's still aimed at him because he's horrifying, but
you can start taking aim again. Just when you switched your task to doing the biomanipulation, that broke your aim because your concentration shifted.
Well, it's hard to try and maintain, positive communications while you're pointing a gun at someone's face. But
true, I think
well,
it's 4d4 rounds, correct, for your biomanipulation.
I believe so. Yes.
Okay, quite a while he's stunned. And yeah, Sir Luke.
I'm sorry, it's 44 minutes.
Minutes. Quite a while
Yes.
then. 12
He's-
minutes he is stunned.
He's having a bad afternoon, is what he's having.
Mm-hmm. Sir Luke.
So I'm going to, again, maintain my stance. If I need to fight, I'll fight, but I'd really rather not to, because when he was saying that, we're guilty, he's not wrong. I don't think that, well, we're not guilty. Somebody's guilty. But yeah, there's some guilt welling up.
All right. And so, yeah, if people are just kind of taking this stance where there's a bit of a standoff, a very disoriented Frommalaine will kind of try to steady himself by putting his tentacles down to the ground and holding himself up, which just sticks him down further. And will just kind of drop out of turn-by-turn combat here. He just says, the psychics were having visions. They were distressed. One came to me and told me, and I needed to confirm and find out as much information as I could. But you killed him. And he kind of looks back over his shoulder again. You killed an innocent man. I may look the monster, but one of you is more a monster. And you can see he tries to lift his tentacles up, but he can't. They're stuck firmly to the ground. And he puts his tiny little spindly arms up and just kind of goes, ah! Right? He's extremely frustrated.
I appreciate that that's probably what he would have done, but that was very toddler-like, and that's not helpful to my imaginings of the scene.
All right. Anybody else want to engage in, I guess, conversation with him? He's...
Well, I'm going to look over my shoulder.
I want to...
Go ahead.
Sorry, I was going to say, just when he starts talking about the dreams and, that all these psychics had, I just want to say, we had the same dreams too. And I kind of want to recount a little bit of the dream and see if it's, the same.
Okay. So you start to tell him that?
Yes.
Okay. Anybody else?
Yeah, I'm going to look over very briefly at Cade and be like, internally, of course, that's different than the story we were told. But whatever. And then I'm going to look in the direction of, I don't know, where I expect Portland to be.
Mm-hmm.
And just, I don't know how to communicate exactly why this is a bad thing. And then look at Frommalaine and say, it wasn't our intention. As stupid as this sounds, it was a misunderstanding and a miscommunication.
And that just makes him angrier.
Well, toddler rage.
He lets out another very loud bellow. All of you give me a perception check. Oh, there we go. Send it to you. You notice that he lets out that large bellow. You kind of look around. His house is a little removed from the main portion of town, but there are some buildings nearby. You can see people's faces looking out windows and stuff like that at what's going on there that you guys are doing with Mez here. And he responds, yes, it's all the same vision. All the psychics are saying the same thing.
What have they made of it?
Says, nobody knows what to make of it. Let me go, he says, tries pulling his tentacles up to no avail. You'll regret this.
Are there any psychics in your house right now?
Ah, he says, yes, and you will regret this. You'll have nowhere to rest, operator.
Making a great case for us letting you go is the issue here.
Why don't
And
you
as I
let
say
all those
that,
psychics out, and then we'll let you go.
Well, as I say that, I'm going to walk past him toward the house, trying to avoid the obviously sticky terrain.
Okay, so you walk past him?
Well, around him,
Yeah.
I suppose.
Yeah, out of his reach, but...
Well, it's more the sticky floor I'm worried about.
I would
Can
really
I
be
do this-
worried about his
can I do
reach
the
more.
same?
But yeah,
Oh, well. Both of those things.
all right. And
Can I do the same thing and try and go in the house while avoiding him in his reach?
yeah, you can walk outside of his reach for sure.
Okay.
Sly and Rasputin walk up just out of his reach. They both kind of sniff the air as you guys make your way around him. Anybody else going past him?
I'll go with him.
Okay. James T kind of walks around him a little bit and says, "Oh, Mez. Ah, you're looking good." And he just kind of pads into the house. Cade will stay watch out here. And you head into the house.
Are you looking for the psychics?
Yep. Call it a wellness check.
Yeah. You guys, where do you want to go in the house? There's a main floor. There's a number of rooms on the main floor. There's also an upstairs and a basement. Basement would be where
Basement.
Okay. To say that's where the cannonball would have lied, right?
Oh, God. That's where the collateral's hiding. Collateral damage. I might just call out. Specifically for the healer, because he would recognize my voice having spoken to him, like, recently.
Yeah. Okay, you call out. And what are you trying to say exactly?
I don't think we ever exchanged names as such, but I might say, "Are you here? We need you."
All right. Anybody else do anything?
I'm just looking around to see if there's anything that could be potentially a threat besides, Mez.
Okay, you not knowing.
Likewise, once Bennett starts talking.
Yeah, not knowing what kind of psychics are in town. If there's another mind melter in town or something like that, that could be a threat in and of itself. But in this main kind of entry area, you don't notice any particular signs.
Yeah, and we've got no intent of harming the psychics, so we shouldn't be tripping their sixth sense either.
Yeah, their sixth sense probably would have already been tripped by the incoming cannonball. Portland, what are you up to?
Well, I am going to. Well, am I invisible now, or am I done being invisible?
Did you
conversation?
Yeah, it hasn't been minutes yet. You're still invisible, unless you've turned it off.
No, I haven't turned it off.
Okay.
Well, you can still see me, obviously. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just going to be. Well, I don't actually have to go in there, do I? Who's out here with me? Cade?
Cade is still hanging back, keeping aim on Frommalaine, and the two Psy Stalkers are grinning, standing at the very edge of his reach.
I see.
But all of his tentacles are now pinned down, right? So.
Yeah, I'll walk past him.
All right.
And as I walk past him, I'm gonna say, "You're right. I am a monster. I'm gonna walk by."
Just a shout of rage as you gingerly step past the decapitated butler laying in the parlor, just past where your friends are standing there. Just past that, sorry. Yeah, that's where your friends are standing. And you can just hear the two Psy Stalkers saying, "All right, Mez, this won't hurt very much." Back inside, what are you guys doing? Portland joins you.
Looking around for the psychics.
Okay. Are you going anywhere, or are you just hanging out in this room?
Well, I think we were in the basement. I was kind of thinking
Okay.
of going like door to door. I'm assuming there's multiple doors.
You're going down into the basement. Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody else going into the basement?
I'll go in the basement.
Okay, you follow the
Yeah,
dwarf.
follow along.
All right, in the basement is a lot of alcohol. There are barrels of the stuff. And yeah, it's it's just kind of downstairs. A lot of wine racks with hundreds of bottles of wine, kegs of beer and whiskey, all stored down here as well.
I mean, my eyes probably light up like, "Whoa!"
Yeah, yeah. And of course, the light's streaming in from above. One of the barrels is broken open, and the whiskey is spilled down all over the floor from where it was impacted by a meteoric cannonball. Where to?
Let's go upstairs then.
All right.
I'm gonna take a bottle with me
Yeah.
as we go up there.
Yeah. Back to the main floor. There's a number of rooms up here. You're pretty much free to explore. So
Yeah, I'll keep moving upstairs, I guess.
Yeah.
okay, you head to the upstairs. All right. And the upstairs seems to be mainly bedrooms. There's a sitting room up here as well. But yeah, perception checks, please.
Oh,
All right.
Man, you're hitting some 20s, eh?
I see it. Whatever it is, I see it.
So, Gotrek, you hear creaking floorboards below you. It's your innate dwarf sense that something's going on underneath.
I'm going to tell them, hey, something is going on beneath us.
All right. And
Somebody should run down there and check it out.
On the main floor?
it seems to be, you
Yes.
guys are all upstairs. So.
Wait, this like I have an 18. I was like, that's not
Yeah,
too
you
bad.
hear it. You hear it as well. I just went with the highest. I mean, the 25
Okay,
trumped
fair
it.
enough.
Yeah, he would have
Yeah,
heard it
fair enough.
first. Yeah, but yeah.
I hear
Right.
it too.
All right, let's
We
go
gotta
down to the main
and check
floor.
that out.
Okay, you guys rush or go slowly? What's going on?
Walk leisurely.
Okay,
I might move a little more expeditiously because I'd rather catch up with them and
I'm
try
going to
and
move.
apply some context to the situation instead of letting them go outside and make their own assessments.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
I'm going to go quicker, but everybody will probably still get there before me.
that's right. You huff and puff as the long-legged Sir Luke steps past you and Senate.
Or I'll do that thing that the kid did in the movie Hook, where he just puts the legs up over his ears and then rolls down the.
Okay, Portland, what are you doing?
I am walking slightly faster than Gotrich is.
Okay.
I think I'm just naturally faster.
So Luke, you make it down to the main floor just in time to see a couple of people making their way out of one of the doorways that leads into this central parlor and making their way to the front door.
Hello.
And they look at you, and one of them starts to run.
I'll say, wait, this isn't what it looks like, in spite of what it looks like.
Yeah, that doesn't have much of an impression. Hightailing it out there.
Sorry, so you said one of them starts to run?
Yeah, the other one is
Oh,
kind of in the doorway still.
Who's the other one? Is like, do I
It's
recognize
not the
him?
healer. You don't recognize the guy.
Okay.
We thought you were being held prisoner.
No, he says. We're trying to make sense of the visions. Who are
So
you?
are we. Passers-by, at best.
Right, he looks, he's like, can I leave?
Are you
Yeah.
a prisoner?
No.
No. Yeah, of course you can.
And as he makes his way out, my God, what did you do to him? He sees the corpse, and then he sees Mez kind of pinned outside to the ground.
I'm just shaking my head.
And once he sees the Psy Stalkers out there too, he just bolts. What do you do in the house?
So I'm just going to walk out as well.
Okay.
I found out everything I need to know.
Okay. No sign of the
Are there
healer.
more of them?
Right? Yeah, there could be more of them. That was just two
Maybe.
people. Sir Luke will walk out. What's anybody else doing?
Well, I will say out loud as I'm walking out. It seems like the techno wizard might have been mistaken
All right.
in the tone of that meeting.
And you say that, and as you step out, Portland, Gotrick, are you guys coming out too, or are you staying inside?
Yeah, I'm going outside.
Okay, Portland.
Sure.
Okay, you guys step outside as well. You say that about the techno wizard, and you see past Frommalaine now, standing a ways off, with his hands in the air, is the techno wizard. Behind him, several people clad in gladiator armor, with energy weapons, and Sly and Rasputin also have their hands up. And Frommalaine yells, "Here they are. Take care of them." And with that, we will call this episode. Thanks for joining us. If you like what you heard, hit that subscribe button, put some comments down below. I'm Magnapie. I'm here with Teku, Golgotha, Vahilo, and Dark Templar. And we are Initiative 0.